Hi everyone, it's Gopher here again. Hope you had a good Christmas and your new year has started off as you want it to carry on. Today I'm going to be doing the video for MoCreatures 4.4.0, which is the latest version, and that's for Minecraft 1.4.6. I'll be doing the server video, which will take you through how to get your server up and running so you can connect to it. Don't forget that you must watch my single player installation video first, because if you want to connect to a server you've got to have all the files for single player on it already. Okay, so let's just go and grab all those files first. So come to the MoCreatures thread and go down the page until you come to download the mod, and got 4.4.0. If you've done the single player install, you'll already have all of these files that you need apart from the server file. Okay, so you need 4.4.0 zip, you need the client, the Forge. Okay, this is universal, so don't worry about it, you don't need to get a different version as you used to in the old days. You want 4.7.3, same as you did for the single. You don't need GUI API, that is just to give you the user interface so you can go in and change spawn rates, etc. in single player. There is a config file in the server side of things that runs the server spawns, and I'll show you how to do that because I've got a few questions that people ask on that one. And you'll also need custom mob spawner 1.1.0, so you need the spawner, you need Forge, and you need the MoCreatures. Now if you go to minecraft.net, this is the first page you'll see. Down here you'll see download, just click on that and it will come to this. This is where you get your server from, and please remember to get this one down here, the server jar. Please don't get the server exe. I get many people who come to my YouTube channel and they say I can't open the server. Every time I try and open it, it tells me that it's corrupt, that blah blah. It's because you're trying to open an exe. You can't open an exe, you can only run an exe. You need to grab the jar. Okay, so get the Minecraft server jar, click that, download it. You need to be able to open it to put the Forge files into, so trying to open that will make it crash, and that's what you need. Okay, now this is what you'll have. You'll have the three pieces and you'll have your jar. Now don't forget, we need to run the jar, your server jar, to get all of the little pieces that it needs, like the white list and the ops text list and all the bits and pieces. But what we want to do is we want to put Forge into it first, because it will then make the mods folder for you. So you can put this anywhere you like, any folder, anywhere you want. So I've got a little folder just called Mos. We'll put it into there. We'll run from wherever you put it, so you can put it in any folder anywhere on your whole computer. Just drag over the server and open it, and don't delete meta-inf in a server. That's only for the single player. Okay, so let's open up our Forge. Grab all of the files and drag them into your server jar. That'll take a few seconds, there's plenty of files to do. Okay, close that and close that, and all we're going to do is we're going to run this. So I used to have a bat file that wasn't too difficult to work out, but there was a few people that are confused, and in the end I was answering so many questions on something that I'd made a rod for my own back kind of thing. So I won't do that again, I'll just do it the normal way. Okay, so all you do is you right click on it, open with Java. Okay, click on that, and that will then start to make all the files, and it will open the server here, and it will show you, or as it's going along, what it's doing. So it started it up, and then it will start to make things. It's telling you that it didn't have the lists, so it's now made them down the bottom here, and it will carry on through. This is the spawn area. It will make those pieces, and then it will say done. At that point we know that it's all done and ready to go. Okay, so now done. So what we can do is we can just say stop, because the only reason why we did that was to make sure that that version of Forge ran okay with that version of the Minecraft server jar. And the other thing that it did for us was it made the mods folder for us, which wouldn't have been there before. Okay, so let's just get rid of that. Now if you want to only have certain people that you know come onto your server, you can put their name in the whitelist. So you can just put in there like the gopher. That means that I can come into your server and you just say yes to that. If you want people to be an OP, like an ops on your server, same thing again. Just need to put the names in. That means that they can have things like fly or creative or whatever. You can give that to them. If you're on ops, you can give it to another player. Okay. If you want to ban people, you can do that. All done through these lists. Okay. So we've now run it up. It's now made our mods folder, so we get the custom mob spawner 1.10 and Doctor's Arcs 4.4.0. Chuck that in there. That's it. That's all you need to do. Really nice and easy to do. Now before I run it, what I'll do is I'll take you through this, the server properties, because there are some people who say, how do I stop hitting my friends by accident when we're mining? What we do is you come in here and you change PvP from true to false. Okay, that will stop. That means that you can't hit each other by accident. Okay, if you want to have your own, I'll just delete this one called world, which is what it usually makes, because when I put a new mod in, I like to make a new world. I'm going to call my world Gopher. You can also do that. You can change it to whatever you like, and that's what it makes the world name under. Okay. You can also have a seed if you go into somebody else's server and you like the terrain and everything. It's really, it's made a really good one. Ask them for the seed. They can find that inside the computer. When you've got a server running, you can find out what your seed is, and then all you do is you just type that in, and you can have their world on your PC. That's literally all you need to know about in here. There is also, if you want to do hardcore, you can change that so it's a hardcore server. That's pretty difficult, but it's up to you. Also here, 1 means easy, 2 means normal, and 3 is hard, and 0 is peaceful. Okay, that's the difficulty side of it. And game mode 0, 0 means it's survival, and 1 means it's creative. Okay, you can change how many people you want to. If your PC can only handle a certain amount of people, you can change that. Say there's only 6. If you don't want to spawn monsters, you don't need to. And if you want to put on there the Gopher super cool server, you can change that, and it will bring that up when you log onto the server. I'll show you what I mean. Hope you can see that in a minute. Gaffs. God, had too many beers. Gopher server. Okay, done. Now we're going to run it up with Mo creatures in, and we'll see how we go. It should be exactly the same, no difference, apart from when we try to log in ourselves. Okay. See, it's called Gopher, and it makes the Gopher because I changed it inside the server properties. Sorry, I got a real slow PC. And I'll start to run up my Minecraft while that's going. Okay, so she's ready. Done. 22 seconds. Okay, we'll log in. And sorry, it's really slow. I'm sorry. Come on, machine, please. You're showing me up in front of everybody. Okay, now we will go into multiplayer. I've got it written down as bucket because that's my IP address, but it doesn't matter. And bam, we're in. We're into my Mo creatures server. There we go, dolphins up the top there. Okay, so we now know that did work okay. Let's see if I can missed. Is there a redfish around? You little that's a piranha. They're the ones you've got to watch out for, little red ones. Okay, so we know that works. That's all good. And if you see down here, the server didn't keep up. That's probably because my machine's so old. It says the Gopher connected with the mods Mo creatures. Okay, so it lets you know that everything's fine and it all worked. So that's it. If you do have any other questions, oh, hang on, there was one other thing I was going to show you before I stopped, and that's how to change your spawn rates on your server. Now, if you look in config, you'll see Mo Creatures CFG, and that is just about the same as what you get when you open your GUI in single player. You can just say attack horses false or true. Big cats frequency, if you want them to be really rare, put a 1 on it. If you've got something like cave ogres, my god, I hate them, you can put it as 0 and they won't spawn. Okay, and you can go all the way through all of that. And at the bottom, same again, you can just play with this. If you get a few friends on and you find that it's lagging, bring down the amount of animals that there are in the world, maximum aquatic animals that are in the world, mobs, and you can also stop people from having 35 horses, which will kill your server quite quickly. Just put in there however many you want. 10's probably a good number. You can have like 3 or 4 horses, a couple of cats, a couple of snakes, you know, etc, etc, if you're like Crocodile Dundee. And your spawner frequency is how often the server ticks over, because you get a tick every, I'm not sure how many seconds there's a tick, and every whatever you put in here, so let's say we have it as 40, which means that it won't be too often, so it shouldn't lag it too much. Every 40 ticks it will check the chunk that you're in and see if there's enough of each of these things that you've asked it to have in that specific biome, blah 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 blah. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to know. I thought I'd just show you that quickly because I do get a few questions on that. I do hope that this has helped, and if there's any other things that you need to ask about getting it running, then post in the video thread here, in YouTube thread. If it's about the actual mod itself, as in you know, this creature that isn't spawning in the correct place, or the skin's broken on it, it doesn't work properly, it's dropping the wrong thing, whatever, come into here and post it here so as Dr. Zark can go through it and see if there's like a bug, and then do fixes for it. Alright? If you like my video, press like. If you don't like it, that's fine, just press dislike. I'm here to help, not to be Mr. Popular. So I do hope that this has helped you, and it's the Go for signing out. Take care of yourself. Bye now.